Hi, Tony here. Recently I discovered a number of videos on the interweb made by UK comedian Russell Brand.
Hello, welcome to the Trews as the Australia immigration crisis continues.
Your last video blatantly attacked me about my stop the boats policy.
Stop the boats? What boats? All boats? No, just boats with poor people on them.
Now, I made a promise at the last election to stop the boats from being reported in the media.
The Human Rights Commission have called for all children to be released from detention centres on Nauru.
I think it's a bit rich for someone like you who doesn't have any children to be doling out parenting advice.
Don't you sometimes wonder if something's gone fundamentally wrong with the planet when you read the sentence, called for all children to be released from detention centres?
No, human rights apply to people. These are kids. They are half our size. Unless, of course, they are a fetus. Abortion is just wrong. And as Minister for Women, I'm making a captain's call on that.
In recent years, thousands of child asylum seekers have arrived in Australia by boat, many unaccompanied.
Like that stuff that's used in like films, like evil cartoons or Dickens.
And to be part of a Dickensian-style story has always been a bit of a dream of mine.
More displaced people now in the world than any time since the Second World War. 51 million people. That's a whole Great Britain of people.
Exactly. Imagine the whole of Great Britain invading Australia. Unheard of.
If that was happening in my actual house, like a child was being abused and was being poisoned, I would think like, I've got to deal with this.
That's exactly my point, Russell. Put them on a boat, send them over, and they'll be out of sight, out of mind.
Do you feel any guilt? Did you feel any sadness when you watched the film Bambi?
Haven't watched it. It's a girls' movie.
Your mum's in the corridor crying. She said it's your fault you forgot her birthday.
Now, my chief of staff would never forget my mother's birthday.
Campaigners say no children should be kept behind bars.
This isn't a time for broad generalisations.
Exactly.
No, it is. Yeah, let's have a broad generalisation on the children behind bars issue. Yeah, but what about bad children? What about rat children?
Exactly.
What about children that can fire rockets? No, we're just going to not put children in prison as a general thing. This woman, Kitty Thatcher, responded with a video that gave us further information on this global phenomenon.
I do not know who this Kitty Thatcher is, but Maggie Thatcher was a champion of the rights of people to take rights away from other people.
So firstly, vilify them, then hide them, then ignore them, and then none of us engage with our basic human impulse.
I like where you're heading here. I should make you our immigration minister.
Anything where people are sent to camps makes me nervous.
The problems we face as a nation are similar to the problems you faced in your documentary, Get Him to the Greek. The Greek is a detention centre on Manus Island, and we have to get them there before the next election.
How can we allow this practice to continue?
Tony is all Abbott the kids.
Instead of having a blind allegiance to corporations and creating tax loopholes for them, have instead an allegiance to children that are in prison.
No, Russell.
I feel no guilt.
You have been shirt-fronted. You bet you have. You bet I am. Who do I have to knight to get some subscribers around here?